Are you ready to make a genuine, intentional change? Welcome to the Magic is Messy podcast. High fives. Ladies, we got some special guests up in here.
Right.
Today on the Magic is Messy podcast, we're going to be working along with the promised episode of Energetic Hygiene Part 2. Now, we have a special guest today. Her name is Rachel.
Yeah.
Hello, Rachel. Welcome. Of course, my name is Kitty D, and across from me is Ace.
Heyo.
In your face.
In your face.
Yeah. Woo. I'm with the band.
That's right.
Yeah. Bango.
Just in case you wanted to know.
Yeah. Hey. We're all in the band,
That's
y'all.
right.
We're creating a band of badasses.
Let's start a band today.
There's a band
I wanna be in a band with
starting. There's a band of gypsies.
My band.
What? Hear it, know it.
All right, so today's episode is obviously very high frequency. Like it just feels electric because we're going through an electric time right now.
Right.
And I know that this podcast is going to unfold as it is naturally meant to be. We're gonna flow. Mm-hmm. We're gonna keep our time structure, obviously. But what I'd really love to bring to the forefront right off the bat is, Rachel, you are an expert. I actually went to a biofield tuning session with you. Ace, you've been doing it for quite a while now.
Yep.
And we wanted to have you on this episode to go a little bit deeper into energetic hygiene, frequency, resonance. You said so many amazing things in our preamble. So I'd love for you to just dig right into it in the sense of when you think of energy, coming from where you are as a practitioner, what does energy mean to you? And where are we as a collective in need of some tuning?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm a biofield tuner, and I just want to say thank you so much for sharing this space with us. And I'm so happy to share in this feeling of, when I listened to your podcast, one thing that really stood out to me was that the more resourced you feel, that is energy hygiene, because in biofield tuning, we focus on centering, grounding, and entering that neutral zone, and we call that coherence within. So we don't talk so much about raising our frequency, higher frequency, or raising our vibration. Now, those are words that we get, but like fear and anxiety can even be that. A higher frequency could be fear, worry, doubt, and we want to, there's nothing bad with those, but we want to listen to those in our system. Those are static signals that interfere with hearing our own true signal. And from that inner awareness, then we have better awareness to see where our energy is off. And I noticed in your podcast, you were talking a lot about the symptoms that people might have, like feeling exhausted, drug out, spacey, brain fog. I mean, in biofield tuning, we literally can pick those up with a tuning fork. There's literally storms above people's heads. There's literally a lot of static in our bodies. And one simple thing is to go sit on the earth, get in contact with a tree, because you actually discharge extra static energy through your body. Your body is made to do this. And the rubber-soled shoes actually prohibit the excess energy from flowing out of your feet into the earth. So it's like coming back down to basics. Like biofield tuning is about you are an electromagnetic body. You have an energy field. It is part of your anatomy. We all know we have a physical body. It's just a more subtle plasmic energy surrounds you. It's a very subtle form of water. It can be picked up and measured with tuning forks. Tuning forks are sound that reflects off of the field. And so, like, you were talking about funk puddles a lot in your last episode. And I'm like, everybody's kind of getting that. This feeling of, like, smoky or dense energy around them that they feel like they then need help clearing.
Feels like a foggy room, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, like, those haunted houses where it's so foggy and you just see those lasers moving through.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm like discombobulated and disoriented and like, where the fuck am I right now?
Yeah.
what timeline is this?
Right.
And what I'm noticing, so I did my first biofield tuning, and I know we jumped literally right into this shit. So
Just go.
if you
go.
don't need to fuck around,
Don't
right? We're
worry,
not fucking around
Get
anymore.
in.
We are
That's
we are in the
we
thick,
gotta go.
into the
Yeah.
thick of it.
There's
In
no
the thick.
foreplay in
No,
this
you know what? Diddle diddle doddle. We're pulling the
Diddle,
throttle.
diddle, diddle.
We're moving right into it because this is so. I did like if we only have an hour because your time and your energy is
Right.
super precious,
Yeah.
listeners. I just wanted to dive right into it. So. When it comes to energy, right? What I noticed when I got my biofield tuning session, I'm going to be completely vulnerable and honest. Melissa knows this too. I called her and I was like, I'm fucking angry. It's almost like you exfoliated this barrier that I had been allowing. Right? Like I froze over my water biofield and you melted it a little bit to allow me to feel some things that I had been ignoring. And once I allowed myself to feel those, then I got really clear and really cognizant and super downloaded some mega rad stuff.
Yes.
And and I know that was the conduit. I absolutely am just with conviction know that was the conduit of that exfoliation, if you will, or that movement in my biofield released something, broke something open so that the next phase of what I wanted and desired brought itself to me energetically. So it's almost like you cracked open something and energy was then allowed to go into whatever you cracked open. Does that connect?
Yes.
It's 100%.
And I really wanted to talk about the resonance of sound. Like Ace and I are in bands.
Yeah.
And when we were talking in the preamble, I'll call it, the pre-show jamola, you were talking about how, and you just said like a high frequency, we understand like raise your frequency.
Right.
We understand high frequency.
Yeah.
But what you were just saying is a high frequency could be anxiety, could be fear. Because it's just moving like a little mouse with a freaking, the heartbeat so going so fast. When you talk about frequency and vibration, you're talking about that neutral space. What did you call it? Neutral witness.
Yes.
Do you want to go into neutral witness for a bit and then go into the lower tones? Because the bass
Right.
tones are what are the resonant vibrations of Gaia.
Right.
Okay, talk about that because that was
mean,
like boom.
What? Yeah. So when we're
witness.
looking, and Gaia, I mean, Mother Earth has a deep, slow bass tone. And in your band, would you want to get rid of the bass? Would you want to get rid of the drums?
No.
So we don't want to zoom out of our heads like the ascension. So in biofield tuning, we're not really ascending out of our heads, going into another dimension in another galaxy. Not saying that those do not exist. However, we're here on Earth. We're informed by the Earth. The Earth is literally our bodies. I mean, our bone, our sinew. Bring it. So it's like we're literally made of Earth. Even the atmosphere, the air that we're breathing, it's all plasma. It's electrically stratified, subtle water. And plasma comes in many forms. And it's an electric universe. And our cosmology was wiped away. It was deliberately extinct, like where science was like, we have empty space, we're just going to black, a void, a vacuum. No, it's full of electric potentials. And so today, everything you've been bringing and talking about of your offering, that's exactly an example of what biofield tuning can do. It can clear the clutter. So then you could tune into your true signal. And in biofield tuning, we talk about coherence. It's about coherence. And coherence is about settling down inside of you where you are. It's like you radiate more of the gratitude, appreciation. Those are more of your natural states. And of course, but then no emotion is bad. No emotion is considered negative. It contains information. And anything that comes up, we have to feel it. Like the only way to heal it
feel like
is
you're
to
talking to
feel
me.
it.
Oh no.
No, it's all of us.
Make
It's
no
all of us. And
mistake.
it is hardcore. It is a path where it is very vulnerable and raw. It's like, especially, you're going to be feeling more. The more tuned in you are, you're going to be feeling more, not less.
That's right.
You know?
And that can be, I think that can be really a lot, much like exfoliation, so to speak. Like when you first exfoliate your skin, or if you exfoliate something, it's a little raw underneath, and it's prone to sunburn. It's prone to it's raw skin. We're today is the last day of the year of the snake.
Yes.
And we are shedding.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
I know. We are shedding skin. We are literally all sitting here, gooey new snakes right now. And tomorrow we're gonna light our horses on fire.
Come on, baby,
and we're just gonna go.
Not only that fire, but tomorrow, actually midnight. So we are putting this episode out early. Why? Because I said so. Because I think this is the most poignant moment for us. And you were saying, Rachel, that it's a choice point. It's a turning point. It's a pivot, Ross Geller.
Yeah.
Where not only do we get on the 17th a solar eclipse. Come on, baby, light my fire with the fire horse and the down, down, down to a burning ring of fire.
I was gonna say, can we talk? Can we go cash it? Of course. Can we cash it? I just need to cash it a little bit.
Go ahead, go cash.
Oh, I don't know.
I went down, and the flames went higher.
I was trying to jump in. I was waiting.
You were double dutching?
I was double dutching. That's how it is. That's just how it be sometimes.
And then, like, you have the Lunar New Year, obviously. You have this very powerful pivot point of the solar eclipse on a new axis of Leo and Aquarius. Aquarius is about building a collective, building a movement. Aquarius is the rebellious one, the one that pushes against the grain, against the status quo. They are the water bearer. Water equals the bringer of life. They are an air sign bringing the message to connect collectives.
Yes.
Then when you have Leo, it's about find that fucking, just step into the light and do the damn thing.
Yeah.
So this axis is what we get to work with the next 2 years. So if you are going to make a decision, and you mentioned offering, Rachel, and I want to bring up that we've been speaking about the 1 week witch, but the main offering is the 1 year witch.
Right.
And the 1 year witch is, are you going to stand in your power and for 1 lunar year, 13 lunar cycles, become a woman intuitively taking care of herself? Because I feel, take what you need, the rest you can leave always. We are now embarking on a energetic psychological war. Where if your energy is being depleted and your attention is being taken to the Frankenstein files and all the shit that's going on, they are grabbing your energy to utilize it for what's coming next. So what the 1 year witch has molded itself into, more than just a coven where we get to kumbaya together. That's not what it is.
It can be.
It can, of course,
it can
be
kumbaya.
that. But it's also a way of showing up for yourself in a form of rebellion.
Yes.
In a form of,
Hell
okay,
yeah.
well, this is my preemptive strike. This is my prevention of being literally trying to give and create something from nothingness because I've allowed my attention to leak in places that didn't deserve it. So that's what the 1 year witch has become. And that starts in the equinox session of Aries. We start with the first astrological sign of the zodiac. And Wednesday the 18th and Wednesday the 25th are going to be what's called the 1 week witch, which is an intro session to what pathworking is, to kind of ask questions about what is this going to be, to come together right now over me, and bring yourself to a place like Rachel just said. And I want to tie it all back to working on what's going on within. To stop putting your attention and your energy and your life force. This is your new currency. Man, fuck money. And I mean that in the best way possible. We're all worried about money. We're all worried about money. And what I think we've all forgotten is our energy and our heart gifts are also a currency.
That's right.
So bringing this collective together of people that it's not about money currency, it's about what can we contribute electrically and energetically to a collective that is enjoyable and easy for us.
Yes.
Right? Like, are we a beekeeper that has extra honey that wants to send it out to someone in motherfucking Connecticut, right? Because, hey, blah, blah, blah. Are you a yogini goddess that can go live on a workout and provide a class for us in this collective?
Yeah.
My gifts are pathworking. I'm really good at storytelling and bringing you to create your own inner world so that your outer world changes in real fucking time.
Yes.
Like, what's your heart gift?
Mine, I would say my ability. I don't know. First of all, I'm just sitting here. Like, if you look over at me and you see me, my mouth hanging open, a little bit of drool falling out. It's just because, believe it. Just because I'm so mystified by the power of the two of you right now, that I'm just kind of like, wow, I just get to sit here and drink tea.
Because Rachel just committed to the coven as well.
I know,
right?
I know.
And her heart gifts, like, you're going to provide biotuning for the entirety of this coven.
Yeah.
Yes.
100%.
Yes.
And I mean, you're really good at putting makeup on to make it look flawless.
Well, thank you.
So you put a little video together
You know,
like, here's some of your cat
I will say that, I would love to be able to share, hair and makeup tips and all the things like that. But I also just love one of the things I've been really dialing into is just really focusing on the truth and the awareness and speaking out the truth and seeing what's kind of floating above the group and all of that stuff. So I think I have a little bit of a perspective, which maybe is a little unique. I don't know. I think
and you pick up on spirit guides.
Yes.
You picked up on
Yes.
a lot of mine.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
And I do have to say, from experience, your energetic reflection mirror is one of the most clear that I've ever come in contact with.
Wow.
Like when I vibe off of you and we exchange energy, I see myself more clearly than I probably ever have before. And that's really priceless too.
Aw,
so
thanks.
these are the kind of heart gifts I'm talking about, right?
Yep.
Do you have an apothecary? Do you have extra herbs to share? I just brought over some extra lavender. Like,
Yep.
Rachel made
I have to say,
beautiful things for us.
When we started this podcast this morning, first of all, I just knew this was going to be magic in general because as soon as we walked in the door, everybody had herbs to share. Like, okay, mine is tea. We're drinking mine. But the reality is, Rachel showed up with all these beautiful gifts, and you came in and said, "Here's some lavender. I have extra." And like we just bartered immediately, and I was like, this is exactly
That's
what
the
we
word.
need.
That's the word.
Yes.
And I felt that too.
And I know so many people have been asking for this.
And when you barter, it creates a heart, like it's so much more than money.
It's just like it's like not consume, I would say, but like we're sharing bits of ourselves, like
100%.
our true heart selves. Like money can be heart self too, because some people that's what they have to give, and that's what they have very talented of turning $5 into $10. Good for them.
And they have extra green sparkly money fairies
Yes.
flitting all over their wallet, and they want to share them.
And if that's you, by all means, please join the group so
Yeah.
we can learn also how to do
yeah,
that.
can you share that?
Can you command?
Are you an investment banker?
Are you a fairy?
Can you command money fairies?
Yes.
We would like that, please.
Please come to
But
our
not only
Coven.
that, it's not even about like energetic healing and things, right? Like I'm a fitness instructor. I'm gonna dance and Zumba my butt off with y'all
Yeah.
and give you videos of it so you can do it with me.
Yeah.
And then I know someone, she's phenomenal with reviving and bringing resumes to life.
Yes.
Who doesn't need that?
Yes.
Or I have a business coach that is bartering with me and she's a part of the Coven as well. She's great at marketing and
Yes.
product, like just amazing people with amazing heart gifts. And that is the contribution that it's easy for us. I say this all the time on the podcast. Like, what comes really easily to you that you never learned how to do that is enjoyable for you to share? And that is the contribution. That is the heart gift. That is the energetic exchange.
Yes.
So that's what this Coven, this collective, has actually turned into in the last, I'll say 48 hours after downloading the crap out of these ideas, right? And I know that this is very well timed with what the astrological is doing, what the moon is doing, what the lunar Chinese New Year is doing. All of it is culminating. And I want to go back to choice point.
Yes.
Because you were going on a badass witch rant about that. And I want to know, what are you feeling with the current energy going on? And how can we plug into it? And maybe what do we need more of?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, one piece is tonight in Central Time, and you can look it up if you're in another time zone, but you can look up when is this eclipse happening. And tonight in Central Time, it's at midnight, like it's like 12:03. And so the concept is wherever you are at that point, it's like it matters. So how, and basically more love. How can I be more loving? How can I share more love? How can I be more loving, accepting to myself? And it all comes from filling the well of resonance and coherence in yourself first. And then that's going to ripple out to everyone else around you. And so we have that choice point, and then we're entering the year of the fire horse, which thank you to Master Chung-Yi Lin, Spring Forest Qigong. He's here in Minnesota. Ooh. And I got to be one of his students way back when to learn Qigong at Anoka Ramsey Community College.
Nice.
Believe it or not.
Yeah. AR, baby, hey.
Yeah, so his reading for the year is on YouTube 2026. And just a highlight is that this particular year is the opportunity to clear ancestral traumas, karmas, anything that you've been carrying, anything that is old news, old stories. This will not come again for 60 years. And I feel, and it actually, the resonance of this started February 4th, and I can say every day since then has been, this is the theme. Everyone is doing it, it's clearing, But we have something that we've noticed in the biofield, which is we call it a signal jammer. And I just feel like it's going to be my life work on and on from here out to just help everybody's body hear where this technology is scrambling our true signal. And your true signal is your oneness and connection. If that is the divine to you, cosmic mother, if that is Mother Gaia, if that is God, if you like that word, all of it is divine and you are divine. And it's like, I am the great I am. I am everything. I am the other everything. There is actually no enemy in my book. We are just all resonating together, and we need to resonate with our true nature and our true signal. And then you get the little drop-ins of the action steps that you can take to help the community, because I want to honor deeply that there is a great injustice happening that I am really noticing and working to be aligned with, assisting that those that are in hiding, those that are being deported unjustly, they are not illegals. And that's, those action steps drop in when we're clear, coherent, connected with the earth, had a little time in nature.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So then the action steps are then the practicalities that prevent the overwhelm and the spiraling and the mental, and then that's the drain.
The push and pull, the tug.
Yes.
The tug. Wyatt was talking about the push and pull. We talked about the push and pull a while ago, and Wyatt DeVries, hello Wyatt DeVries, he was talking about, like, you were talking about the push and pull and the surrender to that. Like, am I really making moves or am I just dissociating?
Yeah.
And I want you to go, if you would not mind, going a little bit deeper into, what are things that we can immediately start doing for ourselves? What are things that you, as a practitioner, do for yourself?
Yeah.
To get yourself back to that inward and get to that, like you said, neutral witness or neutral state. Your
neutral witness. That's what you said.
I love that.
Coherence.
But also, the coherence, the balance.
Yes.
Because I think we're all just feeling this sense of imbalance.
Yeah.
So how do you bring it back? And, what are some questions you ask yourself when you are dropping in?
Yes, definitely. I'll ask myself, what do I need? And literally I'll hear an herb, or I'll hear a food, or I'll hear like in this moment, it's like, I need space to unwind. I need space for myself to unwind. So one thing I really like to do, like, I'll get up really early before the day begins. Like, I just love that, like a
Special
window
hour.
outside of time. That's
Yeah. Ooh, I love
where
that.
time is not the pressure. There's no time pressure, and I feel this like creativity will bubble up then. And then I also love to take walks, like, especially before everything starts. Like, if I do in the morning, and you're like, and if you get the sunlight on your eyes, within, like, especially when it's within like 10 degrees of the horizon, and you don't look directly at the sun, but you get some sun on your eyes, that activates your circadian rhythm.
Okay.
And you're balanced with the earth and the rhythm of your day. And then at sunset, even if you're driving, roll down the window a little bit and get a little sunshine on your eyes.
Your
Again,
retinal
like
balls?
light. We're made of light.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so anything that makes you feel alive.
Like a battery
if it's-
charger.
Yeah. Charging. Battery, like, if you love dancing, if you love music, like, that's why I'm like, you guys are like professors of
Performance.
soul professors.
Hey.
Like, sing it. You know
That's
what I mean?
great.
It's like, you guys have this amazing talent that's just like, you bring laughter. Like, laughter is a release.
Yes.
Crying is a release. Like,
Yes.
find in your body where you can find that spot that's stuck, and get into child's pose, breathe into it, and like, get the cry going on.
It's interesting that you say that too, when you talk about when you get quiet and listen to what you need and you just ask yourself. I've never really truly, like, I think intentionally sat down and been like, okay, body, okay, whole capsule that is Melissa, what do you need today? And it's interesting because I remember there are some times, like, my husband and I, at the end of the night, most of the time we drop absolutely exhaustedly into our beds, and we just are like, did you make it? Like, are you going to be okay? Did you brush your teeth? No, you couldn't do it. Okay, that's fine. Like, you know, like we do that. But every once in a while, we'll watch a little TV just to unwind. And very often it'll be like, I just need to watch stand-up comedy, even shows I've already seen before. And it's because of that release, like you were saying. And it's like, it's such a beautiful thing to just be, because it's like, do you want to watch the same show you've been watching? Do you want to watch some new information? No new information. We just want to laugh. Okay, let's go find something.
I love that.
Yeah.
Absolutely love that.
And I think it's really interesting because I never really, I guess, intentionally asked myself, like, what do you need? How do you need to release today? But then to know that, you know, all of a sudden I just hear a little whisper in my ear, like, you should watch.
I want to laugh.
Nate Bargatze
or
something.
Sebastian Maniscalco.
Oh my God,
is
he's
my favorite right now.
hilarious.
Absolutely love him. Absolutely love him. Marcelo Hernandez from SNL, also a very good special. But what I'm hearing you say is that without even knowing, you are listening to your energy and then intentionally making a move from just taking a moment to drop in.
Yes.
Because we have so much coming from the outside.
I was going to say, and for me, I think it's almost like the thought of the self-care thought actually has wrestled me to the ground.
Sure.
And it's like, you're so tired, you're not thinking about anything else. Watch some stand-up comedy. And I'm like, okay. And I just kind of go and do it because I'm too tired to fight it.
And even if you're at the bottom of the barrel, right, that small actually turned out to be very resonant and very big and very rippleage, wavy lays, ripples, right? And what I want to bring up though is that's kind of where they in quotes, you know what I'm talking about. The peeps. They want you to be disengaged, exhausted. You go and give your energy to the man. They're harvesting your energy. They're taking all you got. So then when you get home, you have no time left for yourself.
Yeah.
And that small decision to use laughter instead of downloading a bunch of other information was a huge win.
Yeah, it was brilliant.
And those are the kind of things you're talking about where it's like, just take a moment to drop in and say, what do I need? Or who's working with me and around me right now? Right. You do that one a lot, Melissa.
Yep.
Ace, Melissa.
And it's synonymous.
Or you know, who's here for me? What should I look for? Where am I needing resonance? Where am I disconnected? And just asking the question and allowing the answer.
Yep.
Instead of seeking something outside of us. Like, I understand maybe sometimes we need a yoga video to just unplug and unwind, right? That's outside of us, but it's actually bringing us inside of us. So if we are looking for something outside, how can we bring it back in with that tool, skill, or talent?
Yes. And may I also point out, too, that I think that comes with this kind of intention and with this kind of inner search comes a lot of judgment and shame, I think.
Ooh.
Because even just as I was talking about this with you guys, you know, we're talking about unplugging and like getting away from the energy of certain things and doing the things. And I'm like, so just so you know, I like to watch TV in my room at night. And I'm sure there'd be some people like, what? You have a TV in your room? You need to get that out of there.
Sure.
It's causing EMF damage to your cervical. I'm sure, you know. But at the end of the day, I'm like, listen, I'm exhausted and I just need to watch a little bit of Scrubs before I go to sleep. You know what I mean? And I
need some Donald Faison
I need a little bit of Zach Braff. That's coming out, by the way, in 2 weeks. They're making the final season.
The new Scrubs-a-doo.
They're doing new Scrubs on. But anyway.
I don't want to know Scrubs.
But to be able to go that even plugging into a Scrubs episode from the 2000s is self-care and resonance and energetic rebellion against other things. Nostalgia.
Of course.
Because at the end of the night, oftentimes I find myself like a live wire and I need to soothe. And then I'd be like, well, it's not very spiritual of me to watch the same episode I've been watching over and over and over again. But there is, though. There is healing and resonance in some of those little movements that we make. And so oftentimes you think, well, if I'm not doing a spell, or if I'm not wearing turquoise, or if I'm not burning sage, or if I'm not doing this thing, I'm not doing something, you know, spiritual. And I think that that if we find ourselves, you know, in nervous system overload and Zach Braff does it for you, then that's what we do. You know, we go that route with it. So just speaking to the listener out there who might be like, oh shit, I don't got any crystals at home. I don't have any tarot cards.
You could watch an episode of The New Girl and have that be your spell. Because you're laughing with intention.
That's right.
The Prince episode of The New Girl, always a
spiritual
experience
one.
When he points his shoulder and the little butterfly shows up.
Yes. Do you understand? She's like, no.
Eat your pancakes. Okay. Right? Love it. And those bring up such whimsical childhood memories, and they invoke emotions that are healing emotions.
I agree.
And not on a more resonant frequency, not a higher frequency. They're a more resonant frequency. And I'm going to change my language now, Rachel. Thank you for that. It's not about raising the vibe. It's about resonating the vibe.
Right? Simmering in it.
Right? Resonate the vibe.
Yeah.
Changing some
create
vibes.
a vibe.
Right? We create a vibe. And I want to go back a little bit because we have someone who is an absolute expert at energy. And I want to acknowledge that you have your entire, hold on, I'm going to take a video of this right now. Rachel right here has all of her tuning forks ready to rock and roll, yo. Give me that peace sign one more time.
Yeah.
Shaka laka shaka khan. Hey. And I want to say, would you please just show us a little bit?
Of course.
And listeners, sisters, misters, witches, wizards, if it's your first time here, welcome to the coolest podcast I've ever done. And if you're back for more, score. Welcome to right? What I'd love for you to do, Rachel, is to just kind of show us some resonance and some very intentional frequencies. And those of you at home listening, I would love for you to just open yourself to feeling these vibrations and allowing them to resonate somewhere in your body. And then reach out to us and tell us what happened after you allowed these frequencies and resonance points to affect you in positive ways in healing modality. So if you could please share a couple frequencies and maybe what they're for, what they do.
Yes, of course. So this is the 222. And the 222, these are all created by Eileen McCusick. So just to give her credit, okay? Biofieldtuning.com, and you can find the sonic slider. You can use the sonic slider. Okay, wonderful. That's a way to apply resonant vibration to your body every day is the sonic slider.
Okay.
I hear it's used as a gua sha. It's
fabulous. Yes, exactly.
Yeah. How do you think I look so good? Because I'm a witch.
Like Tony. Okay, so the 144 is, this will reveal to you where you're stuck. So it will show you where your thing is. If your thing.
If you're driving right now,
if you're driving, just turn this
pull over that.
No, I'm not gonna go all deep on this, or we're not gonna do a whole tuning or anything. But it is important to breathe. It is important to notice, where are you breathing? How is your breathing? Where is your breath? Where are you right now? How are you feeling? So then you notice that. You just kind of take a note, pin it, and then this will show you where you're stuck. We're not very stuck because we're very happy. So we're like cha-cha-cha. This is reflecting where we got the cha-cha-cha.
Feel that in my heart.
This is reflecting our salsa soul.
Why did that make me want to shake?
We ain't got no problem.
I feel like that was just, I was like,
it made my whole spine
tingle. I was like,
we're resonating.
We're just fine. We're like this. Okay, so I'll strike the 144 with the 222. So this tells you where you're stuck and that you're 100% fucking okay just the way you are. Okay. Accept it and love it. You are shining.
Yeah. That's beautiful.
I felt
feel
that
it in
open
your
my
throat.
Yeah.
I felt it in my throat.
That was great.
Okay, and then we could put our loving, most compassionate, and gentle awareness in our throat. And I'll play the 528 for us there. Just kind of feel what's coming up in your throat. You might notice tension in your neck or tension that's been accumulated in your shoulders. And what I'm hearing there is, it's never enough. I could never do enough. I could never say enough.
Oh, shit.
No.
Sorry.
It's like, so then the tuning fork just reflects to us where we might have a story or a pattern, it's never enough. I never can fucking do enough. They're never going to be pleased. It's never going to be enough.
I felt that in my witch wound. I felt that straight in my witch wound. My witch wound.
Oof.
You know those dolls that you press the bottom of them and they stand up? And then when you release it, it falls over?
I had that, but it was like a giraffe.
Okay. A giraffe fell over?
Yeah, it was like a collapsible giraffe.
A collapsible giraffe. Same idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just collapsed in a great way.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I want to know what y'all felt over on the airwaves.
Yeah.
When you listen to this, get a hold of us, Magic is Messy, or on the social things. Rachel, your frequency tuning, this is something that you are willing to do for the Magic is Messy collective, the Coven, if you will, right?
Yes.
And also, I know you're going to be at the Wednesday nights, the 18th,
Yes.
maybe the 25th as well.
Both.
So, oh, hey, girl, hey. Both. Don't yell. So she will be there to do some frequency tuning and in live. In live form, do some of this stuff for us, and then as we continue on doing some of this for the collective, to not just to become more resonant with our inner frequencies, and then a frequency as a collective. That's what I'm really grateful for as we build this coven. It is building itself. It's not like, here, this is my offering. It's more like I want to create this container, and then it becomes its own entity and its own energy and its own animal, so to speak, where the barters are happening and the connections are happening. And, we have a Minnesota chapter and a Connecticut chapter and a Portland chapter and a Tuscaloosa chapter. I don't, wherever it goes, it goes. But then to pop these up in the most opportune time to create a collective that is going against the grain, questioning the status quo and being rebellious and unapologetic about that, being quirky as fuck. Like, this is, I know some people are not Harry Potter-y anymore, but Harry Potter was such a huge part of my childhood that Luna Lovegood, it is Luna Lovegood's moon, okay? It's the Luna Lovegood moon where you don't give a fuck. You are just looking for a space to comfortably be your quirky, badass, radical, kick-ass self. And that's what this is being turned into, so to speak.
Yeah.
So I wanted to mention these frequencies, and I wanted to go back a little bit to what are you now experiencing? Because you do this stuff for you all the time, right? Like you said, I go earthing, I pick my herbs, I do my tuning. You are very, very high on the scale of energetic hygiene. You are clean and clear and under control. Isn't that a slogan?
It should be.
I think it's a faciel something slogan. Like acne cleanser.
Like
right?
Seabreeze?
Yeah, something like that. Whatever it was. Neutrogena. Yeah. That reminds me of Grandma Hazel. She's like, you have my mosquito bite? Seabreeze. And I was like, no. She'd burn them off of me. So, no, I wanted to say, because when I feel you, I feel the resonance of just calm. Just the minute I walked into your spot, it was like, oh, I'm grounded. I'm allowing myself permission to feel the safety of this person's energy. And you have such great energetic hygiene. As you are continuously practicing all of this stuff, and I know you just listened to our last episode, and you're like, I had to clean all my spices and herbs out. Like I was really like, wow, it gave me some chutzpah, some fire in my ass. Not in my ass. Some fire under my ass. The fire horse under my ass. I want to know, what are you as a practitioner feeling, even after doing all of this hygiene? After doing all of these practices, what are you still feeling that is maybe a blocker, or like you said, an energy jammer, a signal jammer?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
not a good jam. Not a good jam.
Repeatedly, I pulled a card, fear of defeat. Like, I have a fear of defeat. I have a fear. So it's like about embracing all the lessons that I've had, knowing that when one door closes, another one opens. So it's like I'm in the process of that. I also discovered I had a lot of shame, self-inflicted, that then was attracting these experiences where people were shaming me.
Oh, man.
And in this, though, knowing that I no longer shame myself, then it's like, so it's like there's very, very, very heavy emotions collectively. This isn't going to be one and done. This is like this long, sustainable path.
It's a slow burn.
It's a very, very slow. And actually, with the Red Fire Horse, we're having in our yurt on our farm, like, I'm very lucky. I have a farm. It belonged to my grandfathers. We're having it's called the Season of Stillness. And this Friday on 2/20, which is actually the conjunction of Saturn and Neptune at 1 degrees of Aries. And this astrological conjunction has been talked about for like years.
Hell yeah.
This freaking moment is the initiation. Like, if you're hearing this and you're feeling this, and you're resonating with these ladies, have you heard them? Do they make you laugh? Does that feel like a place where you could calm, where you could share what you're worried about? You could be vulnerable, and like, it's gonna be okay. We're gonna hold each other.
Yeah.
That's kind of what's
I'm
coming
I'm
together.
There. I'm there. I've got it open. My schedule's right here.
Life.
Yep.
life.
Yeah, so what else were you asking about there? So the funk
Tell me more
puddle,
about that
okay,
stuff.
more about
I want you to push what you do, where you are, how to get a hold of you.
Okay. Yeah, so my
that's
website
important.
is rachelsoundsynergy.com, and I also have, if you keep scrolling down, you can enter your birth chart information because I'm trained in medical astrology and astrology herbalism. And so then when I have your birth chart and I do your biofield tuning, then pieces of your birth chart that want to integrate will often pop up during your tuning. So, and I do these remotely by phone, which are like amazingly powerful by phone.
yes.
Yeah, distance healing, it can even
Sometimes
be
be more powerful.
than
Yeah, absolutely.
in-person healing. And then I also have a treatment room at our farm in Oak Grove, Minnesota, where you can come in person if you want to experience it one-on-one. And then in our yurt, I'm sharing an event. Collaborator Angie Sparks, she's a transformational life coach.
Wow.
And her website is Phoenix Rising. And she specializes in helping women rise in themselves and just be their authentic selves and their true selves. And she's a yoga teacher, emotion codes practitioner. So on Friday, we're guiding this curated sacred space to find the stillness with gentle yin yoga, coherent sound to help smooth out the edges, breath work, and then we're going to relax and just have like a sound bath. And the nice thing about the yurt, it's like you just leave your cell phone in the car.
Yeah.
Like you are now in the zone. Like you can't even get cell phone reception in the yurt. Like it's
love
like
that.
beyond, it's like a space
Very
that
intentional.
we've created on this farm. Like, and people will be like, they've only come to the farm a couple times and they'll be like, what do you guys have going on there? Like it's healing. You can tap
feel
into
it.
the energy of the farm from a distance. The farm wants to help you. Like,
And I have to tell you, going to the yurt and having these types of things, I've been to a few sound baths, I've been to a few path workings, I've been to a few things. I've even brought my kids there. But going to the yurt is like a transformational experience. Like I always joke when I tell people about you and what you do and how you've made a difference in my life, I always say that Rachel reminds me of like the witch in the woods. You got to go to the witch in the woods, and like it's tucked way back. It's tucked way back, and she's got this beautiful. And it's easy to get in. It's not like you have to take out a machete and whack away at it to get to her. Although that would be part of the
That would
experience.
be fun.
That would be. It would
Kind
be
of like
she'd be like,
break
you can-
stuff room, but a machete.
She's like, you can put your machete here and then come relax in the yurt.
And if you want to use the machete on your cell phone, you can do that
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Just get rid of that damn thing.
And I remember it's like we've had tea there. There's a beautiful wood stove inside the yurt, so you're warm and you're cozy. You wear your cozy cake socks and you wear your scarf and you bring your pillow from home and you lay down, and it's so healing and beautiful. And I remember the very first time I went to the yurt and we did a sound bath, there was a donkey.
there's a donkey like in the neighbor that it will like contribute to the
He
sound.
does. He does. Well, we were laying there, and she was like, we were in this beautiful, dreamy space, and it was like, oh, here's the beautiful sound bowls, and all of a sudden it was like, ah! In the background, she's like, it's fine, it's just a donkey, no one's being murdered. And we were like, oh, because there was this beautiful, dreamy, like fairy music happening, and then all of a sudden it's just, and you're like, that's just Gary, he's fine. Like, thanks, Gary. Or whatever it was.
He wanted to exchange energy.
He did, and it was
He was like, what can I contribute?
The donkey was like, I gotta get in on this.
That's great.
I know, isn't it funny? So anyway, yes, I have to say that just years of doing the yurt and years of seeing Rachel, it's just been so transformational.
You can call that an energetic ass. Right? So much so. Yes.
You should really get that neighbor in on your practice.
Oh yeah, we're bringing everyone in.
Bring
on
your
this. Hi, Sansa.
Bring your energetic ass to the situation.
Yes. Hi, Sansa. So I want to get back to just a little bit more, if you want to kind of bring it back. We've got about 15 minutes or so.
Oh, okay.
I would love for you to kind of bring it back. Is there anything else that you want our listeners to know about when it comes to energy, when it comes to tuning, when it comes to ways that they can immediately show up for themselves in energetic, hygienic ways that maybe we didn't touch on in the last episode.
Yes. I took a few notes, and one thing you guys mentioned was changing clothes. That was great. And you mentioned getting in the shower, using water, and also, you could, but I thought maybe sing in the shower. So we have Sing the Body Electric in biofield tuning. If you're interested in that, the Brothers Cohort, there's like courses that you can attend that help you tone your body from the inside. Yeah, so singing in the shower.
Tony has done it again.
Yeah, you guys, just singing is amazing.
But could you still do like Broadway show tunes if you want?
Exactly. Yes. Like something that came to mind. Like to me, like reggae music is almost like an instant reset for me. Like it'll be like, the one love vibe. Yeah, right. So other pieces that so like you're in the shower using Epsom salt. We actually recommend that after every biofield tuning, either like a foot bath or a regular bath with salt that helps with the energetic discharge or any cleansing that you need to do. So
did you say a shower with Epsom salt?
Yes, you can just take the salt and
like exfoliate your body with it.
Exfoliate your body.
Yeah. I've never done it that way.
Okay. I'm about to.
Yeah. So those are kind of something. I mean, definitely it's, I'll go and put my forehead on a tree. Like, let's say I had a really intense conversation like you were talking about, and you're like, whoa, because you can literally pick up people's stuff, like the energy of obligation or responsibility and the heaviness that people are going through. Like, this is an intense time to navigate.
It is.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
And I feel like the ones that aren't doing the work, take what you need, the rest you can leave. I feel like the ones that aren't doing the work or are very against doing the work are getting worse.
Yeah.
Like I'm in a situation right now with a parent where I'm literally watching the same video on loop over and over and over. And it's like when you zoom out, you can't take on that responsibility.
Right.
Like what I'm trying to say is where you are leaking is becoming much more obvious.
Yeah.
If that connects.
Almost like there's almost been like a divide. Like there's some people that are like, how can I work through this process and how can I elevate and how can I, reorganize myself through this process?
How can I realign?
And then there's other people that are kind of getting sucked down the drain, if you will.
100%.
And so I think that if this is a resonation, that's a word I just made up. If this resonates with you as like, I kind of want to figure out how to rise up, like I'm feeling the call to do that, then I think that's the key.
And these intro sessions, by the way, are pay what you can. I do not want to hold a fence up or put a gate up when it's like, oh, you can't pay me, blah, 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 blah. Well, then you're not invited. Yeah. This is literally an open invitation for the people that are like, oh, I fucking need something. Yeah. I need something. I need people. I need females. Mm-hmm. I need witches. I need women that are intuitively taking care of themselves because that helps me to show up more to take care of myself.
That's right.
Because you become the top 5 people that you hang out with.
That's right.
And if you're hanging out with 13 of us badass witches or more, because you know what? I'm not going to cap it. I was going to cap it. No cap. Yeah. No cap.
No cap.
Says the kids. No cap. Because this is going to be a resource. It's going to be a space to find out what resonates and a space of reflection to find out what you're missing, what you can bring. And like Melissa and I were talking about earlier, she's like, some people don't even realize that their gifts are gifts.
That's right.
And for you to step into a sacred, safe container where you get to share your gifts and find out how absolutely worthy and priceless they are will bring you much more confidence to step out into a world that's not the Coven to then show and be that Leo.
And show up and be that light.
Exactly.
You're
so this is kind of like training ground. I want this to really kind of resonate as a training ground.
Yeah.
To spend a year or even if it's 6 months for you, like if you don't want to do the whole thing, then don't do the whole thing. But I want this to be a space that is created to train and bring us back to our inner world, to bring us back to our own energy and how powerful it is, and to bring us back to that sovereign, cohesive, neutral state where no matter what is being thrown at us, we know how to recharge our battery, we know how to show up, we know how to engage in ways that are electrifying and energetically equal with each other instead of just feeling this depleted sadness. Because take what you need, the rest you can leave. We're not prepping for doomsday. We're prepping for gloomsday. It is going to get dark. It is going to get shadowy. A lot of shit is going to come to the surface that you're like, what the actual Frankenstein? And I hope that this is calling some of you, if not all of you, because if you're still here after all of these years, this is what all of these episodes have been culminating into.
Yeah.
And this is the turning point. It is the pivot. It is the choice point, as Rachel said. And Rachel's going to be a part of the Coven. Mel's going to be a part of the Coven. I'm a part of the Coven. I have so many fucking amazing energies that are popping up from all over the place. I want to call out, there's a new mother. She just had a baby. Her name is Simone in Germany. She just had baby Lilith.
Oh, cute.
And when I heard that, I was like, the revolution is coming. Baby Lilith, the witchlet has been born, right? And I just wanted to call her out because she is going to be a part of this Coven, even from Germany.
Goosebumps.
Right? She's going to be a part of this.
Yeah.
And maybe there's, I know Audrey C. just had a baby as well. So these two women are going to be, vibing off of each other and helping each other. Or there's some energetic healers that will be guiding, I'll be doing tarot readings. We'll be doing path workings. I can't say enough in so much sparkle. I want to throw up sparkles all over this microphone because I know and see how big this is going to be.
Yep. It's beautiful.
And I want to invite with love. I want to invite with just this psyched emotion of let's fucking go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Absolutely. And I think if you're, like I said, if you're feeling this, if this is something as a listener that you're just like, you know what, I don't even know what this is, but I just want to step into this because why the fuck not?
I don't even know what this is, but it's going.
But if you can't stop thinking about it, if every time you get on there, something in you, and you know what, it might even come up like, what the fuck is this? I don't know about this whole thing. That's an invitation. If you're like, I don't know.
I don't want to work on my shit.
If you literally are like, why would anyone have that's the invitation. And so I have to say, like, this week is going to be really special because on the 18th, which is Wednesday, and on and next Wednesday, the 25th, these 2 weeks are going to be really special because this is going to be an opportunity to start connecting and seeing what this is all going to be about and start looking at what this collective is going to be possible. And that's the invitation, And, at the end of the day, you might go through it and you might go, I don't know about this whole thing. But the reality is, if you're feeling called to that in any way, shape, or form, whether it feels negative, whether it feels positive, whatever, that's what this is, the fact-finding mission.
It's resonating somewhere.
Yes. This is the fact-finding mission. To trust that pull that you're getting is so important because that's the first step. It's just trusting the pull and seeing what's possible. That's what's going to be so cool about this, is that we're just going to see what's possible.
Yeah, it's not a program.
No,
it's not a
This is a magical journey of self-discovery. Gosh, that sounds really like a big concept, but it really is very simple.
Absolutely. And one thing that I want to bring up too, and after this episode is put out for the new moon of Aquarius, I'm actually sharing for the first time on these episodes a pathworking.
I love that.
And pathworkings to me, it's like an active imagination or a guided meditation. I call it pathworking. And one thing about me, I absolutely, when I was a kid, loved video games. I loved video games because it was an escape, it was a numbing agent, and I loved being somewhere not in the moment, not there where I was. And I learned how to create pathworkings or active imaginations that feel like you are building your own inner video game, because your brain doesn't know the difference between what's going on in your head and what's going on outside of your body. Yep. So when you are with intention, building inner worlds and strengthening and finding answers and finding keys and unlocking doors and meeting your shadows and meeting the star and walking into tarot cards and meeting archetypes, like that's what pathworking is all about. It is an exciting, whimsical, fantastical story that you create to find answers about what your body and your subconscious want you to know in real time.
Yep.
So I'll be putting out a pathworking. We'll also be doing pathworkings on the 1 week witch meetings. We're going to be doing pathworkings for every single new moon in the 1 year witch coven. And there's just so much more than that. But that's where it started, was like this pathworking program where you get to find out about yourself. And now it's become, like I said, this animal entity that's growing into something that even I am, I don't want to say scared of.
Yeah.
But I'm like
marveling at.
Whoa.
Yeah.
This is going to be bigger than I thought, dudes. Totally. And that's what hit me. So I want this to be an invite. I know that a lot of us are craving it. It is something we are silently or loudly asking for. So if you've been asking for it in any way, shape, or form, I challenge you with love.
Absolutely.
Because it's pay as you go. Like the don't let money get in the way of it, because we all have gifts that we can energetically exchange and things we can contribute from our heart space. And that is what the energetic exchange and payment, if you want to say it, that's what it's going to become. We're going to be bartering with each other. We're going to be learning from each other, reflecting with each other, showing up for each other in a space of accountability and acceptance and acknowledgement.
Wow.
That's the diggity download. There it was.
That's the intention right there. That was powerful.
Yep. So, Rachel, I want to say thank you so much. We're about 55 minutes here. So I want to say thank you so much for being here. Like I said, I'll be at the yurt on the 20th, but give me your website one more time, babe.
It's RachelSoundSynergy.com.
And I will have that in the show notes for you to
click.
And then
WillHealFarm.com.
Right.
Like our events are at WillHealFarm.com.
Because if you connect to that farm, it will heal you.
Yes.
She just said, what?
Do you have...
Come on a Friday in the summer. That's when we do the volunteering.
Oh, yeah, that's fun, too.
And if you're not in Minnesota, I kind of want to ask, like, can I have like a live Zoom feed in the yurt? Oh, yeah, you can't, because it doesn't have phone Wi-Fi. Son of a bee sting. Either way, we'll do some live something. Or just join the Zooms that are already on the schedule. Wednesday 18th, Wednesday 25th.
Exactly. Let's start there. Remember, follow your aha. Follow that little buzz. Look in your body where you need joy. Follow that.
Follow joy?
Yeah.
That sounds so simple.
It is simple.
Ace, is she pointing you out there?
I think so.
Is she calling you out?
I think so. I think I'm the one. I'm the one that needs to follow the joy. I got it.
Yeah, you got it. You got joy.
I got rainbows on my wall right now.
We got joy.
We got joy. Love. Ace is the queen of cups.
Oh,
that's right. That's
love
that I did.
Flowing with the love on this spontaneous moment.
I want to say thank you so much. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you, Ace. Of course, this is the first podcast of its kind with the What the Fuck series. Definitely not the last. I love having so many energies that we can bounce off of. I love creating things with very resonant people. I'm not going to say high vibe anymore.
Yay!
Right? I'm going to say extremely coherent and resonant. It is. It is a movement.
Words are important.
Words are spells, girl.
Coherence, harmony,
You've heard that plenty of times on this podcast.
Yes.
Alignment.
So if it's your first time listening, welcome to the Magic is Messy podcast collective. If you're back for more and you've been resonating more than ever before, I challenge you to reach out. You can get a hold of me on email if you have any questions, like, hey, I just kind of want to know what this is. If you're apprehensive, no problem, reach out. If you want to jam, let's jam. Joy and pain. Take it out. Say sunshine and rain. Give it to me raw bass. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your shares, for your support. If this resonated and you know someone in your life that also would be looking for something like this, please feel free to share, because sharing is caring. Your attention is super sacred and super precious. And I just want to leave us with, please pay attention to where your very beautiful energy is going, where it's dripping, where it's leaking, and where you might want to begin to put it so you can preemptively prevent what is coming for us. Because there's something coming. I feel it. Rachel feels it. You probably feel it listening. And if we band together as witches in the matriarchal web that we're creating, it will nurture us, it will support us, and it will bring us further than we ever have gone before. So,
well said.
Ready to seal the intentions? Put your nails out, girl. Ready? And boom, thank you so much for listening. Looking forward to hearing from you, seeing you. Reach out, and we will see you, talk to you, be with you again very, very, very soon.